Okay, y'all, so you're getting ready to go to town. What you want to do is you want to brush your horse good. And with this horse, you'll see the dust flying. She's a little dirty. But you have to make sure you get the saddle area real well so there's no sticks or grass or dirt underneath the saddle that will irritate the horse. And so we'll brush the whole horse legs. Get the belly good. All right, we'll get the other side here. It's a little bit more work than just hopping in the car and running to the store. Horses were very important to the pioneers and the explorers. You know, it was their only way of getting around. And the horses did a lot of work for them, so they took care of their animals very well. Okay, so once we get them brushed down and they're clean, what I'm going to do now is they may or may not have combed the tails and manes out, but I like to comb my horses' tails out and make sure there's no burrs or anything in them. Makes them look a little bit prettier too. And all right, there. Now what we'll do is we have to clean their feet. Make sure there's no rocks in their feet. And so we get in here and we take our hoof pick, get all the mud and the dirt, make sure there's no rocks, check our shoes to make sure they're not loose and we don't have any nails sticking out anywhere. If we did, we'd have to take care of that problem. Most of your frontiersmen could put the shoes on their horse and that kind of thing themselves. So we have to check all of them. You can see how much is packed in this one. But no rocks. Shoes are tight. The shoes protect the horse's feet from cracking. Especially if you're on hard surfaces like real rocky mountain ground. So like when they were crossing the Appalachian Mountains, it gets pretty rocky up in the mountains. So they would want shoes on their horse's feet to help protect them. Well, it's really packed in there, this one. Okay. All right, well, that one looks good. I'm gonna go get the saddle and we'll get a saddle put on her. Okay, I've got my saddle pad and everything. This is a saddle pad. This is a lot nicer than the ones they'd used back then. Theirs weren't as thick as this. But anyway, stand still, Scout. I'll put the pad on. The pad just helps cushion her back from the saddle and the rider. Okay, so we'll put the pad on her. Got to make sure we have it in about the right location. Then we put our saddle. Now my saddle is different. This is a Western saddle. This is more the kind of saddle that the cowboys would have used, but these really didn't come along until the late 1800s. They would have been using a little bit lighter weight saddle that's made for riding long distance at a lot quicker. So anyway, let me put the saddle on. And so we make sure the saddle's in the right position. Let me step around here and take the girth loose and stuff. All right, so this is a girth. This is what helps hold the saddle on. This is a bucking strap. This helps to keep the back end of the saddle from popping up. and that sort of thing. So, now when we put this on, we keep it snug, but not too tight because we want them to still be able to move well and breathe. So we'll give it a little bit of a pull. A little bit more. Yeah.
Can't see.
All right. So anyway, we put that on there a little bit. We'll hook this in just a minute. We'll let her get used to the saddle first. Then we put our back strap on. And then this is what we call a breast collar. This goes across the front of the horse. And this just helps keep the saddle from sliding backwards when you're going uphill. Now if you notice, saddles have these long leather tassels or strings on them. This is for tying some of your gear on. This is just a pouch I use. If I need to carry some extra stuff, I can put it in there. So we can try to get this to where it will fit her. Let me check the other side real quick to make sure it's not tangled. All right. And this just keeps it up so she has a little better freedom of movement. And this doesn't get in her way. All right. So that hook's there. Then we put the bridle on her. All right, and the bridle, we have, this is the bit. This is what controls the horse. This tells the horse when to stop. And this is how you control the horse turning right and left and doing the things you need the horse to do for you. So, this is just a halter. We take this off. That's just something we put on her to catch her with and do the things we need to do. Let's see here, get her to open up her mouth. There you go. Got it. Alright, put that over her ears. That. It just fits in the corner of her mouth. Her tongue goes underneath it. And she's good to go. So, we'll get ready to hit the trail now.